Hey there, Leo. This is a general reading for the week of April 11th through April 17th, 2022. We're going to take a look at how you might be impacted by a couple of events that week. The beginning of the week on the 12th, there is the Jupiter-Neptune conjunction in Pisces that can make spiritual awakenings be more prevalent. Dreams might feel like they are becoming a reality. There can be awe-inspiring creativity that's brought about. So we're going to see how you're impacted by that. And the card you get is Amble with Contentment. Waiting rather than acting is going to be most advantageous now. So it's kind of almost a sense of being present and really kind of maybe even observing, just absorbing information, going with the flow. And then we're going to take a look at the end of the week where there's the full moon in Libra. We're going to see how that might impact your relationships. And see how you can get more balance in relationships, since that's when emotions can start bubbling to the surface. You have exchanging gifts. Okay, so it's a sense of reciprocity, give and take. So let's look at the tarot cards to get into some specifics here. In terms of the waiting rather than acting, let's see in what area you should be waiting. What area of your life? You have the Chariot. So, Leo, if you're someone who is kind of always on the go, trying to achieve your goals, overcoming obstacles, really trying to be victorious by moving forward, then that's where some waiting needs to occur, apparently. So let's see what you will, learn by waiting during this period of the Jupiter-Neptune conjunction. The moon. So, for those of you who are always kind of thinking, doing, acting, planning ahead, just going for it, it's a sense of kind of tapping into your intuition, kind of sensing what you can't see clearly around you. Let's take a look at how that is going to be advantageous for you. You have the Strength card. So this is your card, Leo. So I'm kind of sensing a couple of things with that. And so far you've just got major arcana cards with this Jupiter-Neptune conjunction in Pisces. That really is a lot about aspects of water, intuition, imagination, dissolution. But Jupiter is about expansion and growth. So here, with a Strength card, that being your card, it's almost as if the advantage of learning, slowing down and learning to be more in touch with your intuition will help you kind of grasp who you are as a person, kind of embracing all those things. And then also it'll help you kind of recognize maybe some aspects of yourself that you're not giving attention to. Perhaps you're someone who likes to act quickly, kind of start for your goal before other people can see it. And in doing that, maybe you're not really tapping into the long-term, gains, or maybe you're not looking at the potential downsides of being the first to act on something. That's just an example. So, let's see here. Is there any reason why you wouldn't want to wait? Anything that makes you feel uncomfortable about it? You have the Two of Cups. So it just seems that, it's almost an opportunity to connect. Something where there is an emotional response that you get by just going after what it is you want and succeeding. It's a sense of accomplishment, a sense of almost as if it was meant to be. So let's go over here a little bit and take a look at the exchanging gifts, the full moon in Libra. And take a look at if there's any particular people in your life that this would be impacting. And the Queen of Swords. So if there are people around you that are kind of very confident, independent, always kind of saying what's on their minds regardless of whether or not it is appropriate or you feel it's appropriate, or could be said in a more, a better way, a nicer way, a more compassionate way, not necessarily wrong. And those type of people. Perhaps a very, like a parental figure, a boss that really is just demanding and has certain ways of doing things. And you have the Knight of Pentacles. So this would be maybe some type of advisor, maybe a financial advisor, someone who you go to for how they would go about doing something. Maybe there's someone that does a lot of jobs, has a lot of job experience, sets plans, schedules. Someone who is really kind of, organized and hardworking. Those type of people. And let's see what kind of exchange you'd be making with these people. And the Seven of Pentacles. So with the Seven of Pentacles, in this deck, which is the Tarot deck, the guidebook says that Seven of Pentacles is kind of about this individual here who has a lot of money that maybe didn't attain it in a way that was above board. Typically, Seven of Pentacles has to do with investing in something and not really sure whether it was worth investing in, or having, done the initial stages of something and it's really not where you were wanting it to be. So here with the exchange, it's kind of like exchange of assessments, even like opinions on where you think things are going. These kind of want to come out. So you have the Four of Wands and the Hanged Man here. Four of Wands is about celebrating milestones. The Hanged Man is kind of surrendering and not really doing, much in terms of action, which this card really wants you to wait. But in that process, they're really seeing things from a different perspective. So in terms of the exchanging gifts, it's almost as if the information that you can provide has to do with what you can learn in this waiting period. New perspectives that you're gaining, and ways of like celebrating milestones, celebrating freedoms, and accomplishments. Maybe even recognizing the accomplishments that these people in your life have made, and maybe even contributed to how you've turned out, or the path that you're taking. So let's take a look at that. Let's see how this amble with contentment, just kind of waiting, and the exchange of gifts with your relationships over here, getting balance in relationships. Let's see how those kind of overlap, meet up. You have the Knight of Swords here. So it seems like it has to do with these people have really kind of maybe inspired you or ignited some kind of desire or need to constantly be on the go. And with the Knight of Swords, definitely there's good intention, wanting to get in there, rush in, make things happen. There is the concern, though, that the Knight of Swords doesn't really have a specific plan. They are not really grounded ahead of time, and sometimes might like roll over certain people. So here, maybe that's one aspect of this, waiting that might be kind of helpful. Maybe that's something that you can exchange with these Queen of Swords, Knight of Pentacles people in your life. Kind of the benefits of waiting, the benefits of patience, how you can gain an advantage with having a certain game plan. So let's see where these kind of, if you do the waiting and you do this kind of exchanging gifts, reciprocity, recognizing those people in your life, what kind of result for you, Leo? Ooh, you have the Three of Swords. So with the Three of Swords, I don't see any incidences here. that would cause this. So it's almost as if it would contribute to kind of healing old wounds. And let's see here, yeah, as it's as if the swords are already in here. There's nothing to gear up to. And let's kind of take a look at maybe what connection these three swords might have. Maybe it has to do with rushing in. Maybe it has to do with acting fast. So let's kind of look at that. Yeah, the King of Cups. So, a couple of things. This could be an aspect of you that really, once you kind of heal those things, you'll start to tap into. This is an individual who is emotionally grounded. They can feel happy. There's really no need to kind of win or compete. They're already in a good place. They want to raise up everyone else. And they're kind of like a rock for other people. This could be someone in your life, maybe someone you used to know, a parent figure, someone that you idolize. But it's almost as if this opportunity of tapping into the emotion side, your intuition, recognizing the strengths that you're not really bringing to the surface quite yet, it has to do with maybe reminding you of someone that might no longer be around, or some aspect that you really are kind of suppressing, because to tap into those kind of makes you feel feelings, and those are sometimes uncomfortable for you. They're uncomfortable for everyone at times, but let's see what happens if you allow this process to take place. Feel those uncomfortable feelings, to be reminded of this individual here. Maybe at times the King of Cups, when they dealt with how to deal with emotions, maybe they drank a little bit too much sometimes, but for the most part they were able to be someone that you think of fondly for the most part. So let's see what result. You let it happen. You have 10 of Wands. So it seems like this would be a heavy burden for you, a heavy load, but it's not that you can't do it. It will get you to where you need to go, and possibly take you places you didn't expect. And this 10 of Wands, this individual is taking all those wands as fuel to that kind of spaceship in the background here, to take that individual to unknown lands. So if you went that route, took on that heavy load, that burden that you can do, you were able to go to unknown lands, what might that unknown land be? You have the 10 of Cups. So it seems like that you could potentially tap into that feeling of happiness, not only for yourself, but for your friends, your community, and you'll be able to really heal this painful Three of Swords situation. It'll kind of take some heavy lifting at some point, but for now, just wait and communicate with this Queen of Swords, Knight of Pentacles, and slow your roll a little bit. I'm hoping this provides a helpful perspective of the week. To get a more clear picture of things, be sure to check out your readings for Sun, Moon, and Rising signs. We'll see you next time. Take care.